wasting time when you should be in school. Kids are dropping out. Mama's crying loud, please don't be that fool. Oh, while we're wasting time, hitting overdrive when we should be in school. We in school. Kids are dropping out. Mama's crying loud, please don't be that fool. I know that you need to focus, but your circumstances are bringing you down. I know that you can be amazing. You're your only champion. Do your best and be great.
How you expect to pass if you keep us skipping class? I know it's hard to chase your dreams and these teachers break you down. Everybody wanna go up, but can you hold it down? I know it seems like teachers hate, but they don't want to see you boost up the unemployment rate. Regardless of what people say, you your only obstacle. Stay down and chase your dreams, cause anything is possible.
Anything is possible, anything is possible, anything is possible.
You wanna build yourself up, go to school, boy. Education is the key, I'm talking true joy. Wanna get the information, build a reputation. Wanna make it to the top, and you can do it all. Realize what your worth is. Take the book, take the pen, write it down, what you really wanna accomplish. Treat the lady right, treat the goal right. Keep the smiles going, no abuse, no hurt, that's a true man.
While we're wasting time, hitting overdrive when we should be in school. We should be in school. Kids are dropping out. Mama's crying loud, please don't be that fool. I know that you need to focus, but your circumstances are bringing you down. I know that you can be amazing. You're your only champion. Do your best and be great.
Getting palpitations in public, no mediation. Y'all just documenting. Next thing I'm on your highlight reel while getting my face jammed. Interesting poker, not asked me to be Jackie Chan. Just an escape before I end up in a body bag. Don't matter how you perceive me, cause truthfully I'm just an opportunity. Reason cannot be my clothing been too revealing, as if it don't got ladies getting assaulted in gray sweats and blue jeans. Who am I to deserve this? That ain't love, it's jealousy. Get on my knees, God may not hear me, but this is my tears declaration. Yo, I'm my own family.
While we're wasting time, hitting overdrive when we should be in school. We in school.
My soul trapped inside the pit. I don't know if I'll make it out. Is I kiss death on the lips? I'll be roaming in this ghost Addiction is the latest attraction. Depression is the base of my chain of reactions. I'm losing my patience, I'm losing myself. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I'd like to heal your wounds, from your mental abuse, They tend to leave some bruises. I know you feel confused. Like what is there to do, I'm here to help you out, I'm here to help you through it. So let me help you do it.
While we're wasting time, hitting overdrive when we should be in school. Kids are dropping out. Mama's crying loud, please don't be that fool. I know that you need to focus, but your circumstances are bringing you down. I know that you can be amazing. You're your only champion. Do your best and be great.
All right. Welcome to episode 17 of the Wednesday Watch. Donna, we're kind of on a roll. Let's just keep this thing going, okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So today we're featuring the song "Help Yourself," which was written by students and Mr. Ryck and our team at Gardens Commercial High School in Cape Town, South Africa. So I actually want to before we the adults introduce themselves, I want to pass it right over to the kids. And if the kids, the young, amazing artists to introduce themselves. So Lolita, I'm going to start with you, and then you can popcorn to another student. So we'd just like to hear who you are, and you know what was your experience with this song. Oh, and you're muted.
Hi, my name is Lilita Mamani. I am 16 years of age now, and I am the third rapper on the song.
Hi everyone, my name is Draco Parker. I'm currently 17 years of age. I was the fifth verse in the song, and yeah, it's great to be here. Let's hear from you, Donna.
Um, my name is Donna C. I am 17 years old this year, and I was one of the chorus singers. Yeah, and yeah, it's nice to be here.
Amazing. And then over to Mr. Ryck.
Okay, yeah. I had a very small part to play in the song though. I was basically just the facilitator of the program, you know. So I technically just asked the learners to work on the song. Um, and we composed and we worked on.
Yeah, I was going to say you're not just a facilitator. You're a teacher. You did the second verse. You took them to a studio. Like a lot of amazing experiences that you help facilitate through this program. So I want to kick it over to Mr. Tommy.
Yeah, I'm Dylan Tommy. I'm the proud principal at Gardens. Thanks to this amazing team. Yeah, Mr. Rick makes it sound like such a small part he played, but I think getting them going and giving them the experience of actually being in a recording studio and just motivating them, to be creative and to just put it out there. I think that is not a small feat. And then to the learners, when we were listening to the song or watching the video earlier, you could just see Lolita and Lorna's eyes light up,
Mhm.
and they were actually rapping their verses or singing their chorus. So it's just when you look back, I mean, I often show it to people, and then you get that tingly, warm feeling of pride. And I think whenever we speak about it at school, I think that's what comes back to them. I think only once in a lifetime do you get an opportunity, if you're not, a professional artist, to perform in a video, to have it there forever, that you can show your grandkids and it can be there always
Mhm.
for people to see. And then obviously to work with amazing artists like Zolani was great for them, and just being part of it, it was an amazing experience for us as a school and for everyone involved.
Amazing. Thank you. And over to Jasmane, and then Don and I will introduce ourselves. Jasmane.
It's just a great honor to be with these students from Gardens Commercial. It's an honor to work with the staff, with Dylan, Tommy, and Chantel and Dion. I think they just I don't think they quite realize how talented they are and how much impact the song has made. Maybe we should be more verbal about that. Like people, when I have sessions, I play the song to
Mhm.
you know to kind of promote David Z Foundation. It's reached Europe. Connect Aid. Lolita's quite familiar with Connected. I posted it on that platform, and there were people who actually said, "Did they really do the song?" They couldn't believe it. So I feel that the actual scope of this song has not reached its full potential because it can go so many places more, especially in Cape Town, where our youth is struggling with school, getting educated, making a difference. So I feel like personally, from me, this is not the this is just a stepping stone. I think the impact still needs to be reached, and it's going to be
Mhm.
much higher.
Mhm.
Personally, I feel they're talented, but it's not only about the talent; it's the passion, it's the heart,
Yes.
they want to be the difference. And I want to encourage them today, as a fellow South African, that they should pull out all the stops, because the best is yet to come.
That is so well said. Yes. All right. So Donna and I will introduce ourselves, and then students, learners, I want you to be thinking about one experience that you had in this whole process that was transformational to you, because one of the things that we think music can do is transform our lives. So just be thinking of that. Donna, I'm going to pass it over to you to introduce yourself.
All right. I'm Donna Guerin, founder of Global Lighthouse Studios, and it was an honor and a pleasure to work with Gardens Commercial High School. I look forward to future collaborations, because it really was just amazing to work with not only the students, but the staff, and of course, Jasmane, who was our on-the-ground person that helped us out to make this song the amazing product that it was. And I also just wanted to say that I was in touch with Zolani, and she apologizes that she's not able to be here, but she also really enjoyed working with the school as well. And Jasmane, I concur with you that this song really did have an impact. It's been, it was one of our first songs that we did in the International Medley music program. And so it was just a wonderful experience from start to finish. And then I will popcorn over to Daniel.
All right. My name is Daniel Roeder. I'm the Chief Academic Officer of the David Z Foundation. And we are really close partners with both Global Lighthouse Studios and Globally Empowered. And we're so thrilled that, to have you here, students, and to be able to talk about your work. And for anybody that's watching this right now, the biggest thing you can do to support is to share this video. And especially share the behind the scenes that we're going to watch in a few moments, because that is the answer to the question, did they really write this? Well, yes. And here's what that looked like. And that's what I think is so possible in all schools across the world, is to use music and the arts, not just as entertainment, but also as a way to promote mental health and a way to promote agency and creativity. And I am very nerdy in the ed psych world, and I love the concept of flipping Bloom's taxonomy, where we're not starting with a mountain of facts that we have to just learn and memorize and put out the answers on the test, but we want to be living at the top of that pyramid with creativity, with being able to analyze things and apply them and synthesize. So I think, and this is maybe a hot take, I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. I think that if we give a student one piece of information, then we need to give them the tools to equip them to analyze that, to synthesize it, to create from that something that is authentic and makes the world better. And that's what this song did. So students, I just want to applaud you for that.
Okay. So one thing that was like really transformational about this whole experience was seeing everything come together on the day that we recorded the music video. Like I already make my own music, so I was already a little bit more aware of how music can help you, but seeing it become something bigger than just something that I just put out just for any random person to listen to become like a big project like that, where we have this whole day to just record a whole music video for one of our pieces of art. It's like the scope of it was just so much bigger than I could have ever thought, and that kind of inspired me to like push and see what else I can do, because I really thought I was just gonna be staying here with my music and maybe putting out to the small group that I want, that people listen to, but it just turned into something so much bigger with that event, and it was just amazing, really.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Lona, back over to you.
I think the thing I like. Okay, wait. Let me start by actually saying that I wasn't really that much invested in this when it started, because I was just like, okay, there's something going on, and I was like, you know, I
Oh,
know I have the voice and it's free during breaks, so let me just go and see what this is. But then when I was like, okay, this is serious. Like people are putting in the, as like Draco mentioned, just seeing everything come together. And for me, that is favorite experiences. Just the app. And by the way, it was my first studio session, everything one another. So like we really, yeah, that was my favorite and favorite thing about this project. And just seeing it come together and making sense. Yeah, I love seeing that.
amazing. So just to kind of summarize a little bit, because I know we had some connectivity issues. Lono, you said that you weren't originally invested in it, but then just the people kind of drew you in, and then when you were asked to sing for it and got to go to the studio, that was kind of that transformational moment. So that's amazing. So Lolita, over to you. Oh, we can't hear you.
Hi, can you hear me?
Now we can. Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Um, Generally, I love the process of creating things because it makes the end so much more meaningful. But in this case, I will say that the transformational moment was the end, actually. Um, and just meeting you guys, like yourself, Dan, because when you speak with someone, it's sort of impersonal on a certain level. But I met you guys, and Jasmane, like I was familiar with her through all the projects that we were doing, but I only met her on the day. And throughout this whole project, we were creating connections. Like when we went to the studio, the engineer AJ, I met him on the day. And then afterwards, we created more music. I went to go record some more with Draco. You know, we never really spoke. But then after that, we write songs now together with Lorna. We were just like acquainted. So through that process, at the end, there were so many different relationships and connections that I can now keep forever just because of that process of creating the song.
That gave me goosebumps. And you said the magic word, which is connection. And that's what is so beautiful when we share music in any way with each other. We can connect with somebody, we can empathize, we can tell stories, and we build friendships. So that's so cool to hear you talk about that. And there was even music creation on the day of the filming, where we wrote a marimba part on the fly. There was 15 minutes left of the school day where we still had the students, and Mr. Tommy had asked us, can we write something for the marimba? So I wrote this big part. It was really elaborate, and then they're like, no, that's not what, let's just feel it. I'm like, okay, let's feel it. And that was so cool seeing the students generate that and create that on the spot. So that was just beautiful. So Mr. Tommy, and then over to Jasmane, and then we're going to go ahead and watch the behind the scenes. So on the subject of transformation, what did you see as an admin, Mr. Tommy?
Look, I think if you listen to what the learners said, just seeing the growth in them. And I think a lot of time young people are not kind of motivated because, especially where we're from, things don't come to that ending or that good or positive ending. And I think, like Lorna said, initially it was, let me see what this is about, not realizing it's going to be this big thing. And so when you see that movement or journey through the process, because I think that's important, although this is a music thing and it created a music video, in everything in your life, there's a process. And some days you struggle with the process, you're not really fully invested. But you see, when you put your energy in and you become passionate about something, what you can achieve. And I think for most of them, they didn't realize, and I think I'm going to mention Lorna because I think for her, it was the biggest wow. Because I don't think she realized that she was capable of something like this. You know,
Mm.
to be a performing artist, to be in that crowd there with all the other learners hyping you up and just giving you that motivation. So I think that was the biggest thing for me, to see how the journey developed. And that's what I'm always trying to do at school, is to create that journey for the learners, to expose them to opportunities
Mm.
and take them on those journeys, to see that, you know, if I do this, I can achieve that. If I do that, I can achieve this. And I think that's important, that this program brings as well, to all the learners that are involved in the program, is to take them on that journey, to see that, you know, with my little bit of knowledge or creativity, I can achieve something and it can come together in something wonderful. So I think for me, that was the highlight of this project.
That's amazing. Amazing. Jasmane, over to you. Transformation. Let's talk about it.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep, we're good.
Okay, transformation. Of course, the change was so visible. It was tangible, as you can see. Um, to see students transform from uncertainty to actually taking ownership, right? Like one thing I can clearly remember is when they had a few students surrounding them in the hall. It was like a concert,
Mhm.
like, and like that just it gave me goosebumps, like, just seeing that and seeing their faces. And one person that really stood out for me was the teacher, Deon. He was living it. He was in it. And I think, like Mr. Tommy said, sometimes it's difficult for these students in Cape Town,
Mm.
and the transformation was there. Like when this final product came out, the message is transformational. That message to stay in school, right? That was it. That was it. And that's why I said there can only be more transformation
Mhm.
through them, through their voice, through the song, and even beyond that. And what I liked about what Lalita said is making connections.
Mhm.
And what they're doing now, they are becoming fearless in making connections. And this was one of their platforms where they actually came into being. So yeah, that's it from me. The transformation was tangible.
Amazing, amazing. As I'm pulling up the behind the scenes video, I want to just brag on Mr. Ryck a little bit. Um,
Mm,
one thing
yeah,
we haven't
definitely.
mentioned yet is that this was not really a formal class. This was him giving up lunch periods, the students giving up lunch periods
Mm,
after school, between classes, just meeting each other, and it was really, really alive with the spark of creation, because that's if you're not invested in it, if you don't see the value in it, you're not going to work that hard. And so these students worked so hard, and Mr. Ryck worked so hard, above and beyond. So I think, if there's any teacher awards, Mr. Tommy, we can recommend him for. Well, I'm sure Donna and I can
yeah.
co-sign.
Can I just say one more
Yes,
thing?
absolutely.
Seeing that you want to brag on Dion, I want to actually brag on Mr. Tommy and
Mm,
Miss Chavda. The commitment of these two leaders, I think sometimes they get the headache because I just message them, I need a speaker, I need this, I need that. It's nothing, everything is down to leadership.
mhm,
Everything
mhm,
in a school is down to leadership. And you are setting an example to everyone. Like, I don't know if you remember on the day he was still being principal. You didn't see him, then you see him, then you don't. Then you had people there doing meetings and everything. But at the core of his being was the
mhm,
students. And that stands out. And then the deputy Miss Chafter, she did a choreography and all of these kind of things, um, for numerous projects when they did it with Atwood Primary too. I don't know where they get the time, but I
Yeah.
say you are setting a fine example.
Absolutely. Yeah, that just reminded me the day of was not only were there a lot of meetings going on in formally for education, there's also testing. So, but Mr. Tommy still saw the value in having 400 students surround a group of 3 in the atrium, and just you make it work. So thank you for that. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to watch the behind the scenes. So everyone can go ahead and mute, and then we'll just wrap it up after this.
It's exciting to literally be talking to you guys right now and working on a song together, halfway across the world. We want the students to feel and go through the process of what a real musician goes through, a rock star, a professional.
In our last conversation, we had really 3 main topics. We had gender equality and gender-based violence. We had mental health, and then we had education. What is the subject that we're focusing on?
Yeah, that's a good point. What are we writing about, guys?
We did a combination of all 3 concepts and we combined it into one song.
Basically, some sort of overall theme. Then each verse would be one of these 3 things that has some sort of thread that's tying in, whether it's a chorus. Let's get it down to maybe 3 or 4 verses, or if you guys want to rap, because I know you said, Lilita said there's a couple rappers. With rap, you can squeeze in a lot more vocals, right? More lyrics. Can I hear the song?
I know that you can be amazing. You are your only champion.
First of all, guys, the song is amazing. It's very, very catchy. I'm very impressed. The beat, the chorus, like the melody, super catchy. The I know, it's really cool. And the rap sounds really, legit. So congratulations on that. Like, that's really hard to do.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Is Zolani, the plan for Zolani to sing the choruses with you?
Zolani is ready to record hers as soon as we send her the track.
She spoke about a studio in town because she wanted to take the learners to a proper studio.
Champion, do your best and be great.
Getting competitions in public, no mediation.
You guys are amazing. It's mad.
We did get the storyboard.
We did. For the whole video, did everyone work on something?
Yeah.
Hello, Paulie.
I'm so excited.
Good morning.
I can't wait to see you guys in person.
We are in Cape Town, South Africa. We just landed.
Who am I to deserve this? That ain't love. It's just
So here we are. We made it. We're here, and it's Tuesday morning, bright and early, and we're gonna get ready for our film shoot and to meet the kids. So let's go. Let's go.
Yep, we're good.
Let's go. Let's go.
Trapped inside the pit, I don't know if I'm made.
We're going to have Zolani and all the students in the middle doing that shot. That's really the most important shot.
Everybody now go. Yes, like this.
I know.
When I call action, you'll come in, and it's that first part that's quiet. We'll try to do this in one shot.
You are always late.
Get up. Say that on Chase Dreams, because anything.
Stay down and shake your Jesus. Anything is possible.
Action! Just walk, go. And as soon as he comes in, you should start rapping.
Yes.
Like he comes in, comes up to you, and you go up to him.
Yes.
Action sound.
Keep the smile so you know when you slow heart. That's a true man.
Oh my word, bro.
So on your verse, I'm gonna keep it like this on you. No editing, no nothing. It's gonna be really like dark. So close that one though for a second. Okay, close that one.
He goes on with his verse.
Don't laugh at me, she's laughing. Don't laugh at me. I have no clue. This is no clue, okay?
So we'll build the track together. Okay?
That sounds like fire.
Is that what you guys say over there? I'm going to start saying that to my friends
That's
over here,
right.
man. Oh, that sounds like fire.
That's
They're
right.
like, what? Is it fire?
Come on and surround her, surround them.
I am Zolani Mahola, and I am also known as the one who sings. And it's been so wonderful to collaborate with Gardens Commercial High School and the David Z Foundation. I've had the chance to really witness the culmination of all the work that's been done for the past few months. The song is sounding so amazing, so it's so incredible to be in the school and have the energy of the whole school kind of being around supporting the song. It's been really amazing. It's definitely a connection between music and mental health. There's so much medicine in music. We need the arts. So many schools don't have any kind of creative arts. We have so many social ills that can be in the way, you know, of young people kind of moving forward in their lives. And knowing the benefit that art has, that music has, that all kinds of creative art has in terms of a person's well-being, feels often so criminal that we don't have much art in schools. Working with the song, and they're actually talking about mental health, and they are talking about support, and they're talking about just harnessing the power of themselves and believing in themselves. It's just absolutely heart-opening. It's wonderful.
All right. Yeah, I loved the last thing that Zolani said. It's heart opening. I completely agree. And Mr. Ryck, you made it back. Yay. That is heart opening and heartwarming for me. I'm glad you made it back. I did want to kick it over to you, Mr. Ryck, since you didn't get to talk about what was transformational about this. So, yeah.
Yes, guys, I do apologize. I think my connection is a little poor because it just it shut me out. So I had to log in now again. So I don't know if it's only by me or.
Yeah, your connection is good now. So I would say we're starting to wrap up the show. So any final thoughts from you, Mr. Ryck?
Just about the experience, or
what I can say is I would like to do another program like this.
That's the best thing ever. Yes.
Okay, for me, I love music, you know, and so for me it was a with these learners because they showed the exact same that I did when we did song together, you know, and we actually wrote the song together, so it was flowing together, and everyone was working collectively as a team, you know. Work in a team, it's you create more ideas and there's more thoughts that comes up. It was the most exciting I've ever worked with, you know, and with all the idea learners coming together, we managed to pull the song together, you know. And what was amazing for me is the learners that played the part in the song. They sacrificed so much time, you know, in the song. They sacrificed the breaks before school in the morning. Off for me, it's the first time that I've worked life, whole teaching career, where I've seen learners put in so much effort into a collaboration, working, composing a song, you know. So to me, it was a privilege working with him, and I feel that with the talent that they have, they can achieve so much. You know, they can achieve any more accomplishments in their life with regard to them because they very. So one thing I can say, and when we went to studio, the sound engineer actually even said that, wow, he couldn't believe this is school learners and it's the first project we're working on as a team, you know. He thought that we worked on songs together before that, or before the song that we actually did. So I told him, no, this is actually a song that we're working on together. And he was so excited. The project was just, it was amazing, and it was amazing.
Yeah. Well, and again, just to reiterate that that is so much more than just a facilitator. So yes, we're going to start wrapping up the show now. I did want to get back to Draco, Lolita, and Lona for any final words that you might have. And Mr. Ryck, just to kind of ping on what you were talking about. So if we're looking for engagement and interest in school, maybe we should give access to arts and music, right? Is that what I hear you saying?
Yeah.
I knew I'd get that response. Yeah. All right. So let's go over to Draco first, and then these are just closing thoughts, and then we're gonna wrap.
Okay. So closing thoughts.
Okay.
Really, this was just like such an epic thing to do, and I feel like I'll always be grateful for this experience. It's just not something you do every day, We're just a couple of small artists, and now we made something really cool. So yeah, it's just wonderful, really.
Awesome. All right, Lona, over to you.
Firstly, I'm so grateful for this. I mean, I knew I was saying this whole time, but I didn't know how to pursue it or which direction to go in. And being a part of this project is just like a step to what I'm going to be one day. And honestly, I so wish that this could carry like so many schools, not just here in Western Cape, not just here in Cape Town, but for many people and for many of my peers or for many of upcoming generations to have the same experience, to connect with people, to go to their full potential, reach their potential, and to just just be consumed by something else, but like pursue their dreams of music and art. So it's just a very, 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 very nice experience. Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, Lolita.
Fun fact: this song is now 1 year and 3 weeks old. So it's like our baby that's just growing, eh? I'd just like to say that this was just a very organic process, and it was so amazing from start to finish, and it didn't feel like a sacrifice because you were enjoying yourself. It rather felt like an investment, and we are now seeing its profits, I guess. A big shout out to Mr. Ryck, like his energy that just kept us going in the studio. He was sweating, he was jumping up and down. There's this short clip of him saying, "I don't want to teach no more. I want to be famous." And like we said in the book, everyone was like laughing. Also, shout out to Zolani. Hey, she's not one of those like famous people that just do things for things. She kept contact with us throughout. She gave us like invitations to her shows. Like I attended one of her things for free, and that's just because she also maintained her relationship with us. Thank you to the school for their support on that day. Matrix Economics, as well as Bruce. They didn't have any classes. Just they put things on hold just to show us support, and we'll forever be grateful for that. And I'm happy that we just have this one thing that's out there forever that we can look back at really. So thank you to David Z Foundation and all of the organizers for that. I really, really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And special shout out to Global Lighthouse Studios and Globally Empowered, because without partnerships, we just it many hands make light work, and I think that is we're all blessed to kind of be in the same circle together of being able to depend on each other, being able to draw on each other's strengths, being able to help each other in those points in life that we struggle with. So to me, I think this whole project really exemplifies the power of music and the arts in an effort to connect. That word came up so many times in this conversation. And so, Donna, I wanted to pass it back over to you as we wrap up, and then can do any other closing thoughts. So over to you, Donna.
Sure. Well, I know that you mentioned that you would love to do another collaboration, as I would definitely love to do another collaboration because I wasn't able to come to Cape Town because my grandson was being born. And so he's 1 year, he's actually 1 year and 1 month old. So
he's younger than the song.
He's younger than the song. But while you were filming it, he was being born. So anyway, next time I would love to come and be a part and come to Cape Town and visit you all and see your wonderful facility that you have there. And I just want to say, like you mentioned, that it was really an honor to not only work with all of you, but also to have Zolani as part of this project. She continues to be an inspiration for me. I follow her across social media, and she's always very responsive. And so I just want to say that I would enjoy working with all of you again. And this whole project was so amazing, and you're all just so wonderful. So that's all I have to say. And you're on mute, Dan.
I'm unmuted. Yeah. I wanted to just, if Mr. Tommy or Jasmane, if you have any further thoughts to share, we'll start wrapping up.
Yeah, sure. Look, I think what schools and educators or teachers need to, maybe realize is that the arts are important. Like you said earlier in the show, we don't have a music program at school. It's not a subject. It's not an official during school time program. But I've tried to bring in the arts. So we've got the marimba band. Mr. Ryck's still busy with his music program. I've also partnered with the Philharmonic Orchestra, and we're looking at getting some of our kids involved in that. Next year, I'm going to have about 4 or 5 learners who are part of the Youth Philharmonic Orchestra here in Cape Town. So I'm hoping to showcase their talents as well. Art is a big thing. We were just involved in a project now where a mural was done on our school wall, one of our school walls, to highlight the oceans and looking after our oceans and the important role oceans play. So I think it's important for schools to focus on the softer skills and the non-academic things. We had a discussion recently at school where I often say in our meetings, I might be the only principal in the world that says, I'm not interested in the academics. Let's focus on the other skills and important, mental health and mental wellness issues first. And if you can get all that right, the soft skills and the mental wellness, then the academics will come afterwards. And even when I interview teachers now, I'm like, are you able to build relationships with my learners? Because that's what I want from a teacher before they start pushing the academics, because learners thrive once all those other things are in place. So I think for teachers out there, and if you heard from the learners, if you make the lesson exciting and something that they're passionate about, then it doesn't feel like work. It's something they enjoy and it's something they want to do. And so that's what Lolita said. If you're doing something you enjoy, before you know it, it's done and you didn't even realize you were working. And that is my challenge to all educators out there, is to make your lessons, creative and bring in the passion of the learners, whether it's music or art. Even if you're teaching another subject like maths, there's ways of incorporating the arts into those subjects to make it exciting and something that the learners will want to engage with.
Absolutely. So well said. Jasmane, any final thoughts?
Yeah, my final thought is I just want to congratulate David Z Foundation, Donna, and of course I want to just also announce that this very interview here and the fact that Lita mentioned connection, she was picked up by Dr. Renuka Tokore as well, and she's been invited to be a panelist on Saturday, this coming Saturday, in the annual conference. um, I don't know. You'd never know what happens. So she'll be there, and this very song will be part of her testimony of what global education has done for her.
Oh,
Wow.
that's amazing.